And now to two statewide measures. Coloradans have approved more funding for school meals for all children, which would have cost more than expected since voters approved that program in 2022. Both propositions, MM and LL, are projected to pass easily. They allow the state to keep excess tax revenue and increase taxes on individuals and households earning $300,000 or more. Early results show Denverites overwhelmingly voting to keep the city's ban on flavored tobacco. Former New York City mayor and billionaire Michael Bloomberg dumped an all-time city high record of $5 million into the campaign to keep that ban.
Many school board races are too close to call at this point, but candidates backed by Democrats and teachers unions hold early leads in Denver, Jeffco, Cherry Creek, and even in conservative Douglas County. In Denver, two incumbents on the school board, Scott Esserman and Michelle Quattlebaum, they're on track to lose their board seats after they lost the teachers union's endorsement.
We are also following some key races across the country. A lot of people watching what's happening there tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are trying to look ahead to 2026 to the extent that you can on just a few select races tonight, but certainly high-profile ones, none more so than in New York City, where voters elected Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani as mayor. 9 News anchor Phil Lipoff is along with some of these big results that we're following outside Colorado.
Kyle, Kim, cost of living was the top issue for voters in New York. Zohran Mamdani ran a generational campaign, and tonight he is the first Muslim mayor of New York City. Mamdani beat former Governor Andrew Cuomo and Republican Curtis Sliwa. He promised new leadership, free buses, government-subsidized grocery stores, though he has faced some backlash even from some in his own party over the feasibility of some of those proposals. The 34-year-old has come to symbolize the more youthful, progressive wing of the Democratic Party. Still moderate Dems, both in New York and nationally, are distancing themselves from Mamdani, worried that his socialist label will hurt them in nationwide elections. A struggle we are seeing play out here in Denver, too, in Colorado at the local and state level between centrists and Democratic Socialists. In his speech just moments ago, the mayor-elect doubled down on his platform and went right after President Trump.
Whether you are an immigrant, a member of the trans community, one of the many black women that Donald Trump has fired from a federal job, or anyone else with their back against the wall, your struggle is ours too. I am Muslim. I am a democratic socialist. And most damning of all, I refuse to apologize for any of this.
All right, another intensely watched effort tonight in California, a move to redraw its congressional voting districts to add as many as 5 Democratic-leaning seats to Congress has passed by a lot. Pushed by Governor Gavin Newsom, the ballot initiative aims to offset the effects of President Trump's redistricting efforts in Texas specifically, to add 5 Republican-held seats there so Republicans can maintain control of the U.S. House just ahead of the 2026 midterm election. An effort Colorado's Democratic Attorney General Phil Weiser told our Kyle Clark that he supports here in our state, though that wouldn't happen until after the 26 midterm elections. And finally, 2 hotly contested governor's races in Virginia and New Jersey, and a pair of women winning both, one making history. In Virginia, former Democratic Rep. Abigail Spanberger becomes the first woman elected governor in that state and will succeed Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin. And in New Jersey, Democratic Representative Mike Sherrill, a former Navy pilot, is now governor-elect in the Garden State. Guys?
Yeah, Phil, I mean, I think from kind of centrist Dems in New Jersey and Virginia to the far left of the party with Mamdani in New York City, there's a lot of blue excitement tonight. Tough for Republicans nationwide or in Colorado to point to any kind of significant wins tonight.
Yeah, I mean, what you'll hear from Republicans tonight is Democrats should have performed the way they performed in some of these blue states, but there is no way around it, Kyle. You're right. The results tonight are a win for the Democratic Party, and Democrats will tell you it's an indication of where the party is headed into 2026.
We shall see.
That race has already started.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right, Phil Lipoff, thank you.